What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of FTB Infinity Evolved Expert Mode. Oh yeah, guys. So last episode, we had a bit of a failure there. I was trying to make my own little workaround to making Thaumium automatically, and I thought I was being very clever with the design, and it seemed like everything should work, but as it turns out with Thaumcraft, because of the way the research is set up, this method where we just automatically have things being dropped and using redstone and all this won't work. Yeah, that's too bad. So, after last episode, I decided to take some time and do a little bit of research on Thaumcraft and the proper methods on how to auto-craft stuff that's, made through Thaumcraft or through the Thaumcraft add-ons. Now, the problem is, with Thaumcraft in expert mode in this mod pack, you have to do the research notes for every single piece of research you want to unlock. Now, I've shown this before, but I want to show you guys for those who might not have seen this before or whatever. So for instance, if I wanted to unlock the Oblivion Jar, I have to have scribing tools in my inventory and paper. And then I click this and I get a research note. Okay, so now I got this little thing. This is Oblivion Jar on it. So now I have to go to the research table and put this right here. And now we have to play a little mini game. Okay, so what this mini game is we have to connect the dots between these different set aspects here. So we have to find a way to connect Perditio or however you say this thing to Vacuos. And the way you do that is by going through here, and when you hover over one of these aspects, it shows you like the two aspects you use to combine it. So this one has Vacuos in it, for instance, so I could put magic right here and they have a little line that connects. Now I have to find one that is made of magic or what magic is made of, and then connect that all the way over to here. And yeah, it takes time to do this. So like I'll spend 3 or 4 hours unlocking a lot of stuff and then not touch it for a while just because I get burned out. But anyway, yesterday after the last episode, I went through this book and I started unlocking a lot of stuff. Like I spent hours unlocking things so we can do some Thaumcraft stuff here. Like everything on this page, most of these things have those research notes and you have to play that little mini game. Yeah, I've gone through all of that. The alchemy stuff, I think I might have unlocked this one previously. Artifice, all of these have been fully unlocked unless there's something hidden that'll appear later. Gallimancy, I think there was only a few things that were unlocked before. I have unlocked everything since then. Eldritch, I did the sanity checker and this wand focus primal, and then this void thaumaturge robes just appeared when I got like one of those headaches or whatever, so that's unlocked. This railcraft thing I haven't touched. Tomic Tinkering, this one just keeps going on and on and on. There's so much stuff in Tomic Tinkering, my goodness, guys. I did not unlock everything because I unlocked this, and then it's like 4 more. I was like, really? Yeah, each one of these we have to do the research notes for. So these are things that I will do over time. One thing, though, in this Tomic Tinkering, I still don't understand why this is a thing, but this Elemental Fire Aqua, this is something that Joe Hills did on the previous Feed the Beast Infinity server. And this will turn the Nether into a winter wonderland. Never, ever, ever use this in the Nether because it will cause massive lag. And you can get to the point where it's completely uncontrollable. So yeah, this thing is crazy. Anyway, I've gone through and I've unlocked a lot of stuff like I was showing you guys. I went through the Energistics stuff here so we can connect Thaumcraft to our ME network. I have unlocked everything that can be unlocked here. And then I was looking at this knowledge inscription thing because I wanted to try and do auto crafting through Thaumic Energistics. So I made this little guy right here, and what this can do, this is like making the auto crafting for the arcane work table, like this stuff right here. Well, work table, this thing, the arcane work table that you put the wand in. Yeah, it's auto crafting for this. You put the wand here and all of this. I made an arcane crafting terminal over here so I can put a wand right here and do the same crafting and have access to all my items when I do the crafting. But this thing right here, this is for auto crafting, that kind of stuff. This is way later than where we're at right now. I was just kind of playing around with this thing. But basically, you craft the knowledge inscriber and you craft the knowledge core, and then you draw your little pattern, and then you can save that thing to your knowledge core. And I just made a knowledge core recipe for whatever reason. So anyway, I was just playing around with this stuff, just trying to figure things out. There's an arcane assembler here, and I think that's what the knowledge core, that's what makes those recipes. But anyway, I was looking for crucible crafting in here, and I couldn't find anything that resembled crucible crafting. We have ways that we can use the Essentia distillation, and we can save the aspects to our drive so we can pump essence in and out of things. We can use the infusion provider, but whenever we get our arcane infuser set up, yeah, we can pull the aspects directly out of the enemy network instead of having to set up jars everywhere, which is really awesome. But then, yeah, over here in Alchemy, I had unlocked automated alchemy. So we have to make this mystical construct, and this thing right here is the official Thaumcraft way of automating the Crucible. Aha. So I need to make alchemical constructs, 2 of them it looks like, and stick it on top of a Crucible. I have never done this before, so this is something I'm interested in doing. So I know how to do this properly, and I don't have to worry about, you know, manually throwing things into the Crucible and doing all that crafting. So there's a lot of stuff to make these alchemical constructs. We need these Essentia tubes and Essentia valves. The V filter, I think, is the one thing that I was kind of stuck on. This thing right here requires a silverwood planks. All right, so we can throw silverwood into a mana pool to get those. We can throw it through the Elven Portal, apparently, and we get 6, which seems pretty cool. I've never done the Elven stuff with Botania. I don't know if, you know, having this open is free or if we have to pay to have that portal open. I don't know anything about that. That stuff I'm interested in checking out sometime in the future. We can sawmill it and we can get 6 planks that way. Arcane work table. Yeah, there's a few different methods. I think we'll get some silverwood logs, throw it through the sawmill, get those so we can make our V filter, and then create our constructs. So I tell you guys what, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't think there's anything special. Quicksilver drops. Do we have Quicksilver? We don't have Quicksilver. Is there? Okay, let's look at this real quick. So how do I get a Quicksilver drop? So I need Quicksilver, and you get Quicksilver from Shimmer Leaves. All right, so I can smelt Cinnabar ore. We have a lot of this stuff. Cool. All right, so I'll go ahead and get everything set up for these alchemical constructs. It's probably going to take me a minute to do all this crafting, but that won't be too terrible. Oh, another thing, the wand. Yeah, this wand right here. This was my super OP wand that I made right at the start. These can be filled up pretty easily. I've upgraded this to a Greatwood wand with gold caps. But yeah, that wand can be can be refilled pretty quickly by going to our mob farm. You can see there's a slab right here, so I can get aspects out of there. If we turn our mob farm on, like, let's do the Wither Skeletons. And I hold this in my hand. As soon as these guys die, it starts filling up this wand really quickly. So yeah, that's a fast way for me just to kind of hang out here and just refill my wand and then go about my business. All right, cool. So anyway, let me go ahead and get some stuff done, and we'll be right back, guys. I think I might have made somebody angry, guys. So yeah, I just went, whoop. You know what I wanted to do? This guy right here, let's grab a soul vial. I think I can pick him up. Come here, guy. Gotcha. Yeah, so just kind of sitting here, minding my own business, sawing up some silverwood logs into the silverwood planks, and I was scanning them with my thermometer actually a moment ago. Yeah, and then a thick fog appeared, and that guy appeared in my base. That's kind of frustrating that, you know, mobs can appear here, but whatever. I guess that's just a thing with Thaumcraft we'll deal with. So Eldritch Guardian, soul vial. I thought I had captured some of these guys. Oh, you know what? We made the powered spawner, didn't we? We made powered spawners out of some of these guys. Yeah, Crimson Knight. And I think the other one is still over at the quarry area where we are collecting blood. Yeah, so now we have an Eldritch Guardian. I'm not sure if there's anything about this guy that I need, but anyway, we now have one of those that we can spawn in whenever we want to. Pretty cool. All right, guys, so I've been making some good progress here. I made a bunch of those V filters. Yeah, I made, I think 40 of those, and I made a bunch of the tubes and all this stuff. We have some valves that I made. Yeah, anyway, a lot of this is requiring me to craft a few items, go back to the mob farm, fill up my wand, do this over and over and over again, and yeah, anyway. So we have a lot of this stuff that I have made. So we have a crucible here. So this is the official Thaumcraft way of doing the auto crucible crafting that I've never done before. So we have those alchemical constructs with the crucible, and we click it with the wand, and there we go. We get this magical, mystical item of auto crafting. I don't really know how this thing works. I guess we'll have to figure this out as we go. So we got a spot here where it looks like we drop something in. Maybe this is like the stuff that we have to pump in, and then we get our item out. Looks like we have ports that we can pump items in, or I guess the fluid in. Can I click on the bottom one? It's just the same thing as clicking on the top. So there isn't a lot of interface here. I guess this is just like the main item that we would drop in. Cool. So we'll figure this thing out as we go. Like I was saying, a lot of different, lots of different spots that looks like you can pipe items in and out from this thing. So that's cool looking. So anyway, I've also made these Arcane Olympics, and these are the items that you use to break items down into their magical aspects. Like if we put an Ender Pearl in there, for instance, Ender Pearl, we would get out 4 of the alienness, 4 of the Eider, and 2 of the magic, right? So that's what we want to do. We want to break items down. We want to get all those different magical aspects out, and then we can pump those magical aspects in the right quantity for doing our crucible crafting. Cool. So I made the Arcane Olympics, and we need to get ourselves an alchemical furnace, I think is what it's called. Yeah, this thing right here is how you heat those Olympics up so they can start working. So in order to make one of these, we have to have a crucible. So I have to make another one of those for each one of those Olympics. And then arcane stone blocks and a furnace. Yeah, the furnace is the compressed cobblestone. That's way early game stuff. The arcane stone block, I was looking at this. We can duplicate this thing using Botania. We just need the Conjuration Catalyst, which is only like this witchery stuff and this crazy other stuff that I have no idea what I'm looking at. So this is probably something we're not going to do, at least not for a very long time from now. But anyway, yeah, there is a way we can craft those just with some living rock from Botania and then some regular stone and some kind of a shard, so that's not too difficult. It also requires a little bit of magical aspects from our wand to craft. So stone, we'll go ahead and do this right now. Living rock, I think we have some pre-made. We do, awesome. And then we need some kind of a shard. I don't know which, I don't think. The light suddenly becomes overwhelmingly bright and burns my skin, but I'm indoors and it's nighttime, so I don't think that matters. If I was outdoors and I didn't have this armor on, I think that would set me on fire if I was in direct sunlight. Anyway, let's get back to the shard. Sloth shard. I don't think these forbidden magic ones will work. I think I have to use one of the regular Thaumcraft ones. Yeah, here we go. All right, so there it gives us 8. And how many do we need per? We need 7. So we're going to need to do this like 4 recipes worth, something like this. Okay, so that should work pretty well for us. We need 4 more crucibles. So we need a bunch of iron plates. Yeah, these things right here. Let us make 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Set these guys on the ground. We just got to click them with our wand real quick to turn them into the crucibles. Dink, 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 and dink. Cool. All right, so we got that all taken care of. That's not a big deal. That doesn't use any of the stuff in the wand, by the way. Okay, so the rest of this recipe is we needed 4 furnaces. I don't know if I have any. No, but I do have them on AutoCraft, so let's tell this to make 4 of those. Oh, we are missing the compressed cobblestone. I do have cobblestone in here, probably just double. Yeah, let's break apart some of those. All right, furnace, let's make 4. There we go. Awesome. So furnace, crucible, arcane stone, and the wand. And we're out of stuff. So now it is back to the mob farm to fill up the wand and do this again. Oh, a little bit of lag. Cool. Yeah, and you can make this less annoying if you go into the sounds and turn the player sound all the way down. Well, I guess in the hostile creature too. The player sound is what's making that portal noise, and then obviously the hostile creatures for when they are being killed or whatever. Yeah, this only takes just a few seconds to completely fill our wand. So I'll be able to continue on. There's still a few more things that I need to craft, so let me go ahead and get those done. I need to make some of the applied energistic stuff. But yeah, let me do that real quick, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so I was starting to get all of the applied energistic stuff hooked up for our Thaumcraft Essentia. Yeah, I made 4 Essentia import buses for our 4 Arcane Olympics. Yeah, so we can, you know, import all the essence that we're creating. I made an export bus so we can export that essence into like our alchemical construct thing here. Yeah, and then it came to the point where I was like, okay, so let's make some discs. So Essentia Storage, in order to make, well, not the storage itself, the storage housing. So we can make the discs, right? And the discs have to go in the housing so we can put it in the drive. So to make the Essentia Storage housing, we need warded glass and some thaumium and some redstone. That doesn't sound too bad, but the warded glass requires mana glass, which is pretty easy. You just throw vanilla glass into the mana pool and you get mana glass. I had to make some of this for the warded jars for our import and export buses. Where it gets kind of hairy is we have to make this crystallos or the magicalis, however you say this stuff, I don't know. I think they're just making up words at this point, to be honest. But anyway, this thing right here, like if we click on this, how to make that, we have to do an alchemic chemistry set. All right, so let's look at this. So this is blood magic. Yeah, blood magic, alchemical wizardry, right? So this looks pretty easy. Just put a brewing stand in a tier 1 blood altar. Yeah, very, very easy, right? All right, so blood altar. Let's make one of these. So to make a blood altar, what? We need witchery altar. We need 4 of these in order to make an altar. We need a living rock slab from Botania, which is pretty easy. We know how to do that. Alchemical furnace, we've already made one of those. That's not too bad. And then we need an attuned stone. I haven't even looked at this recipe. So the altar from witchery. Let's take a look at this. I have never touched witchery before in my life, so this will be a brand new experience. So we need rowan wood. I don't even know about this. Stone bricks, that's easy. Exhale of the horned one. Breath of the goddess. What? So to get Breath of the Goddess, we have to make a witch's oven and smelt a birch sapling, apparently. We have to have a clay jar, which is a soft clay jar smelted. All right, so that doesn't seem too bad to get the jars. And then we'll get some wood ash, Breath of the Goddess, and we just need some kind of material. So I guess witch's oven would be the next thing. Down the magic rabbit hole we go. So the witch's oven, did I not, is that not shown here? Am I just blind? Let's just, okay. Oven, not over. So witch's oven is arcane stone block. We got that under control. Fire crystal cluster. We have plenty of shards to do this. Mana steel, alchemic furnace, and iron bars. All right, so I guess this is where we are going to start. Okay, so witch's oven. Let's go ahead and make one of these. Wait. Why is all this stuff moving around? Oh, because we're at the very bottom of the screen. I was like, what's going on with my ME system? So we need fire crystal cluster. Yeah, it's pretty easy to make. Okay, witch's oven. Got it. So first step into witchery we are headed into. So let's set this little fella down. It's adorable. Okay, so witch's oven. So we need those clay jar things. All right, so we have to make a soft clay jar. Can we make that? We can. All right, and then we just smelt those. I'll just stick it over here in this thing right there. All right. So we have the clay jar. We're gonna need birch sapling, I think was the first recipe. So we have silver birch sapling, that's forestry stuff. And then we have the regular ones. I guess we'll just smelt one. I don't really know how many we need to do. So there's that, and then we need something for it to smelt. Let's use blaze rods, and so we have an unlimited supply of these things. Okay, so what was the other thing that we needed to smelt down? Okay, so blood altar, we needed the altar, and then we need exhale of the horned one, which is just an oak sapling. Okay, well it seemed scary at first. It seems like it's a pretty easy thing to do. Is there anything about this that I need to be aware of? We did not get a thing. Why didn't we get a thing? Is that... Okay, maybe that's a % chance that we get a thing. Let's smelt down this many birch saplings. All right. Well, I'm just going to go at this for a while, I guess. Melt down some birch saplings, melt down some oak, and get the things that we need, and we'll be back, guys. All right, guys. So in Witchery, it turns out there's a few things we need to do. Like, in order to get that wood that it said that we needed, let's see here. Yeah, for the altar, we need this rowan wood. And this stuff right here, there's a recipe that says we can smelt coal to get it. I think this is invalid. I don't think this is a correct recipe. I tried putting coal in the witch's oven and nothing happened. So I don't know what the deal is with this. It just doesn't work. So anyway, I went online. I was doing some research into this mod and how to get this rowan wood. And it says that we need this mutundus, I think is what that's called. So we need a witch's cauldron. So we have to put mandrake root, exhale of the horned one, and an egg into a witch's cauldron, and we get this stuff. Okay, cool. So I was looking at the witch's cauldron, and there is no crafting recipe for this. This is another thing where you make the vanilla style cauldron, and then you have to do something to it. In this case, we have to click it with this anointing paste. I think that's how you say that. So anyway, I spent a lot of time trying to make this stuff, which is kind of silly. Actually, I guess I can just hit recipe on this. R. So, okay, so a couple of things happened here. First of all, we need all these different seeds, but a moment ago, this was showing a completely different recipe, and I was like, I was freaking out. I was like, why is this not working? So anyway, in this mod pack, some people might have noticed, like when you click on the guide button, the guide is not here. So in order to fix this, what you have to do is type in a command called reload. I don't have permission to use this command because I'm not op status on my local server. I have to go into the server console window and type that in. But anyway, if you're op or if you're playing in a regular single player world with cheats on, I don't know if you need cheats on or not. Anyway, you type that in and that does the little reload thing here. It says FTP lib server reloaded, FTP lib client reloaded, right? So that does all of its little things that changes your game to expert mode. It fixes the guide if your guide is broken, and it also changes recipes to the harder versions. So I had to do that. So yeah, I changed the recipes, changed this one to the correct recipe, and I made this. But in order to get to this point, I was running into a problem where I was running low on Mandrake Seeds. Right. So we had one Mandrake Seed over here. I've been consolidating all of my seeds, keeping the best one and throwing everything else away just so we don't have, a bunch of different seeds for no reason, right? So I had my good Mandrake Seed over here, and I was like, well, if we plant that, how are we going to get more seeds from AgriCraft? I was spacing the fact that we can use the clipper on it and, get the clippings and then plant those in the sticks and you get more seeds. So I was looking at how to get Mandrake Seeds, and it shows that in order to get those, you can do the AgriCraft breeding, which I really didn't want to do, or you can get them from tall grass. So I made a little box area at the Botania. Yeah, I made a little box area over here by Botania stuff, and I was bone mealing the grass, and I was putting down my water bucket trying to get seeds. I spent like 20 minutes here, and I still didn't get one. So then I was looking at other options on what to do. So I ended up making this machine right here. it says in NEI, if you put in a Mandrake Seed, you get a 150% chance of getting another seed. So that means sometimes you get one, sometimes you get two, right? So I thought that'd be a good idea. So I put my Mandrake Seed in here, it processed. Let's actually grab one real quick. Mandrake Seed. I have a few seeds now because I've been at this for a moment. So yeah, we can put the Mandrake Seed in here. It uses some of this rich photo grow whatever, and yeah, we get some Mandrake roots and some Mandrake Seeds. Cool. So that wiped out all the stats on my Mandrake Seed, so I had to start over from the beginning in order to, you know, go very far in the AgriCraft version if we need to. I don't know if we need to or not. But anyway, I grabbed this seed, and then you can plant this out here on the regular soil, and then you can grow this and break it and get more seeds. This was my original reason for going into all of this. So let's grab some bone meal real quick. Bone meal. Cool. So we can bone meal this, we break it, and then we get a Mandrake. No! Run away! Yeah, all right. So after you're done wrecking your entire base, you can kill that guy. You'll drop a Mandrake Seed and a Mandrake Root. Awesome. All right, so I grew that and I broke it and I saw that we got a Mandrake, so I was like, huh, I wonder if we can use a Safari net to capture one. And yeah, you certainly can. So I captured it. I took this over to our area we set up, I think 2 episodes ago or whatever, where we were trying to get the magma cubes mob soul. I spawned in a bunch of those and I was killing it with my draconic staff of power, and sure enough, I did get a Mandrake mob soul. So that's pretty cool. We could set up a spawner and spawn in a ridiculous amount of these things if we wanted to. I don't know if we really want to or not, but yeah, I was just kind of curious at that point if we could capture it, and then if we could get the mob soul, then yeah, we definitely can. So anyway, we have this annoying pace is what I'm going to call it, because that's how I feel about it right now. So we need to click this on a cauldron. Let's do iron plate. We'll make another cauldron. We haven't made enough of these today. So there's a cauldron. Let's stick that right here, and we will click it. And there we go. Now we have a witch's cauldron. So I don't know anything about this. I don't know how this works. I assume it's going to work like the other thing. We have to heat it from below, and then you drop stuff in there. Can we... I put water in there. It looks like it can hold multiple buckets of water. All right, well, there's still more stuff to this mod that I'm going to have to figure out, because like I said before, have never really touched witchery before. I don't know what I'm doing. Figuring it all out as I go, and unfortunately, actually, I haven't looked. There might be an in-game instruction book. I was gonna say, unfortunately, I don't think there's any instructions in the game, but there might be. There might be something right here under witchery that tells me what I need to do. Yep, just like Thaumcraft, light a fire underneath the cauldron, the water starts boiling, and there we go. Cool, that wasn't too difficult to figure out. So now we have to put in Mandrake Root, exhale the horned one, and an egg. And I guess stuff is bubbling and boiling. Things are gonna happen, maybe. Did I do something wrong? There we go. Nope, I did everything right. There we go. All right, and that used all 3 buckets of water. Interesting. All right, so we'll leave that there for now. So I think the next thing we need to do, let's grab an oak sapling. And we will take this outside, plant it, smack it with some of this stuff we just made. There we go. Wait, it's a glint weed. Is that what I wanted? I don't think that's what I wanted. All right. Am I supposed to craft this in my thing? Maybe? Is that what I did wrong? Nope. I don't know what this is for, so that's not what I wanted. I thought that I could put down an oak sapling. Let's try another one just for fun. Oh, maybe it's a random chance. Okay, well, I'm gonna run out of this stuff pretty quickly. I need to figure out what I need to do in order to get the rowan wood sapling. Yeah, so I don't run out of this stuff. All right, well, let me go ahead and double check what I need to do, and once again, we'll be back, guys. Alright guys, so as it turns out, using this Hypnotizd stuff is kind of a random chance on what you're going to get. So I've already collected an alder sapling and a hawthorn, but yeah, we're still looking for the other ones. So you click this on pretty much any growable thing. I don't know if it works on the Botania flowers, but like tall grass, I guess regular grass, Yeah, you get a random chance. Oh, there it is. Awesome. So that was pretty quick in order to get that one. But yeah, like just clicking this on any of these will like turn it into random different things. Ember moss. I guess that's witchery. Is that something? No, okay, I guess it's nothing. So I'll save the rest of that for later. So now we have our sapling here, which is awesome. I wasn't expecting to get it that quickly. So we can plant it, and then let's grab some bone meal. We will bone meal this thing. There we go. There is our tree. Now it looks like the leaves have berries on it. I don't know. Can't bone meal the leaves. Maybe that's just the way the leaves look. Anyway, I want to try and get some saplings off this thing. That's going to be one of the first things I want. Yeah, we can take this wood that we're going to be getting here, which is awesome. Does this have the fast leaf decay on these? Oh, no. Yes, it does. Oh, cool. We got a lot of saplings. Awesome. Oh, let me turn my magnet on. All right, cool. Yeah, we got a lot of saplings. That's pretty cool. Right on. So we'll be able to continue on with witchery and making the things that we were going to make, the altar and all of this stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, guys, since we had to go down the rabbit hole, we have run out of time for this episode. So we will continue this on next time. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.